Did you know after Disney released The Princess and the Frog, they actually hospitalized 50 kids because kids thought they can go out and kiss frogs?
And they actually went to go kiss frogs?
They actually went to go kiss frogs and they were hospitalized.
Oh
50 kids.
Could you imagine? They all like saw the movie like, let me go find a frog right now and go kiss it.
Dude, that's so crazy. 50 kids were hospitalized because
That's
they thought
disgusting.
they could kiss frogs.
Welcome back to Just the Nobody's Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan.
And I'm your host, Daniel.
And that was a really interesting fact. Well done.
That was weird.
People are crazy, man.
Well, you'd think these parents would teach their kids not to kiss frogs.
For everybody that's new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe button. It helps us with the algorithm. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, and it's free.
It's free.
So if you want to make us happy, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Yeah, so also comment below suggestions that you have that you want us to talk about. If it's theories, science facts, history facts, pop culture, whatever it may be, you're going to see throughout the episode, there's going to be comments above our head, and those are suggestions. So today we're going to be talking about some really crazy theories about childhood shows that we all grew up watching.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you, it may change the way you view these shows.
I think it will, for sure. So we got something about the Flintstones, the Jetsons, we got Lilo and Stitch, we got the Incredibles. It's going to be pretty crazy.
We're also going to be talking about some crazy Marvel theories and some really crazy leaks that just came out. So stay tuned for that, and let's get into it.
Woo! Okay, so for everyone who missed it on TikTok, I talked about a crazy theory about the Flintstones and the Jetsons.
Yeah, growing up, on Saturday mornings, we all watched the Flintstones.
Yeah.
I mean, we did anyways.
Yeah, we really like the Flintstones. Okay, but there's a crazy theory that Channel Frederator did, and the theory is that both of the shows take place in a post-apocalyptic future. Both shows were created around the time of the Cold War, and during the Cold War, the whole world was scared that everyone was going to go into nuclear warfare.
US, Russia.
It was bad. So the theory is that those two shows take place in a world where the Cold War actually went to nuclear warfare, and nukes bombed the entire Earth, and all of society had to restart.
The evidence behind this theory is nuts.
So you would think the Flintstones takes place in a prehistoric time, but when you look really closely, they use money. They watch TV. They have record players. They celebrate Christmas.
We know Christmas came way later.
It wouldn't make any sense. And then you look at the Jetsons, right? You think they're so far into the future. They live in the freaking sky. They live in Orbit City. So the theory is that the reason why they live in Orbit City is because they're living in the sky while Earth recovers from all the radiation and all the nukes, right? So the theory is that all the rich people get to live in Orbit City. They didn't want to live in Bedrock City. The dinosaurs in the Flintstones, right? They're like, why are there dinosaurs then? The theory is that the radiation mutated recent animals, and that's what became the animals in the Flintstones.
But also think about this. Nowadays, we have the technology to
Mhm.
kind of bring back dinosaurs if we really wanted
Right,
to.
okay, yeah, look at Jurassic World.
Remember you even talked about this, how they were able to bring back a woolly mammoth? We have the technology now to bring back prehistoric animals. It's not out of the question that even if they were dinosaurs,
Right.
that it could be in the future.
Exactly. It's pretty crazy.
If a nuclear war happened, it's not safe to be on Earth. It's very
Exactly.
toxic, right? For the Jetsons to have those all their houses in the sky above the clouds, away from the radiation, it was the
Exactly.
perfect clearance to be above everything that was bad.
Right, and then you look at all the buildings, they all have the little rods that go towards the Earth. But you never see what's under the clouds.
Right. Because
You
the
never-
Flintstones are under there.
Exactly. Both the shows have the same creators.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on.
come on, man.
Okay, and this past week, I talked about a crazy theory about the Incredibles and Frozone.
How did we all miss this?
Yeah, so the theory is that Frozone was actually supposed to die in Incredibles. Okay, so when you look back at the first time Mr. Incredible fights the Omnidroid that Syndrome make, and we know the Omnidroids all have the ability to learn how to fight each superhero, and they learn the weaknesses of each superhero.
Right.
So when you go back and look at the first time Mr. Incredible fights the first Omnidroid, he beats it pretty easy.
Yeah, he actually has the Omnidroid beat itself.
But when you look back at the fight, the Omnidroid funnels Mr. Incredible towards the volcano, and Mr. Incredible throws it in the lava, comes out lava-proof.
Yeah.
Why would it be lava-proof if it was fighting Mr. Incredible? But when you go back to when Mirage is spying on Mr. Incredible and Frozone, she's not spying on Mr. Incredible. She's spying on Frozone.
I can't believe we all missed this.
Okay, so Mirage literally says the lines. She goes, he's not alone. The fat guy is still with him. Him is Frozone. She's not talking about Mr. Incredible.
Because we all know Frozone is not fat. That guy is skinny.
The first Omnidroid was actually made to kill Frozone. right? It was lava proof. It funneled Mr. Incredible to the volcano, a super hot place where we know Frozone cannot use his powers.
Because we know that when they're saving the people from the building, remember like when Frozone's wearing the mask in Mr. Incredible? Like it gets really hot, right? So Frozone can't use his powers and he has to drink more water. So it makes sense that the Omnidroid knows that take Frozone to the volcano because he can't handle the heat.
And we know Mirage was following them the whole time and listening to their conversation. Another hidden detail, the first Omnidroid had a blue eye. Frozone has a blue suit. The second time Mr. Incredible fights it, it nearly kills him. If Syndrome didn't stop the Omnidroid, it would have killed Mr. Incredible.
It was going to slice his neck off, right?
Right. So that one was clearly made for Mr. Incredible, and that one had a red eye. So technically, Mr. Incredible saved Frozone's life.
Yeah, that is true. For everybody who doesn't know, Beast just released his own candy.
Yes.
And he said, okay, get this. If you buy his candy, right, he's doing like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of thing, where you could get a golden ticket to win a chocolate factory.
Oh,
you could win a chocolate factory.
Crazy.
So luckily for everybody at home, I have one right here. The new MrBeast candy. And we thought we would open it up to see if we can get a chocolate factory.
Dude, it's really nice packaging.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. It's called Quinoa Crunch Chocolate.
Quinoa Crunch.
Never thought I would hear quinoa in candy.
Yeah.
But here we go. Opening it up. Here we go. And there's nothing. We lost.
Wow.
We lost. But
that was really anticlimactic.
oh no, I dropped chocolate. But
it looks like a crunch. Whoa.
there we go.
That looks cool.
Share and devour. All right, guys, back to the podcast.
That looks like a crunch bar.
We just lost. We're losers.
Okay, so staying on the topic of Disney, have you heard of the dark Lilo and Stitch theory? So we all know there's those group of girls that always team up and bully Lilo.
Yeah, they're evil. They're
They
pure
are
evil.
Pure evil.
It's like the Mean Girls of Hawaii. You know, Mean
Yeah.
Girls meets Lilo and Stitch
Oh,
in
okay.
Hawaii.
Oh, I get it now. Okay. There's a scene in the movie, right, where Lilo makes little spoon versions of each girl, right? She makes them out of like little spoons.
Yeah.
And she puts them in a pickle jar and starts shaking them up. If you look at what she's really doing, okay? A pickle jar is full of vinegar. It's just pickles and vinegar,
Okay.
right? That's the pickle juice. It's all vinegar. But when you look at what witchcraft used to be back in like the 1500s,
Yeah.
they used to use vinegar to put curses on people. And if you look what Lilo's sitting next to, okay?
Okay.
She's sitting next to like a dark voodoo book. So Lilo is literally putting a curse on those girls. Lilo might be a witch.
That's crazy.
You never know with these Disney movies, man. As a kid, I remember that scene, and I was always like, I saw the dark voodoo book, but I was like, whatever. And I was like, oh, she's putting him in a pickle jar and shaking him up. I just thought that was like a little kid, like just getting angry, you know?
Isn't there pictures of inside Lilo's room too of like people's butts? Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
Is there?
No, but like, isn't there pictures of like she like stalks people and like there's pictures of people's butts on like in her
Wait,
bedroom?
she does have a lot of pictures in her bedroom.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I think Watch Mojo totally did a theory about that.
Are you serious?
Like there's like on her bedroom, there's like pictures of butts.
Oh, that's so weird.
Lilo, what are you doing?
She has a lot of pictures, and we see her always taking pictures of the guy with like ice cream.
Yeah.
There's a theory that her parents worked with Mr. Bubbles, right?
Right.
In the CIA. So you know CIA agents are always taking pictures as spies and like always trying to get evidence. Lilo learned to take pictures from her parents, and she keeps them all her pictures as evidence and like as memories.
You made her look a lot better than what I was going for. Okay, Lilo, you're safe, I guess. You're just trying to do your parents' job.
There's a crazy theory that the Teletubbies are connected to Harry Potter.
I remember this one.
For those who missed it on TikTok, there's a crazy theory that Harry Potter and the Teletubbies are connected. Okay, so we look at the Teletubbies. They all have like this symbol above their head. So one of them has a lightning bolt. Another one has like a straight line. Another one has like a circle. And another one has a triangle.
Right.
Who else has a lightning bolt on their head?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter has that little lightning bolt scar on his forehead. Then you take the line, the circle, and the triangle. You put them all together, it makes the symbol of the Deathly Hollow.
I wonder if J.K. Rowling actually intended like to write that into the books.
It's just like a little like funny nod to the Teletubbies.
Yeah. Teletubbies are scary, especially when you find out how big they are.
Dude.
They're like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
They're giants.
The sun was literally like a baby's face.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. We
Yeah.
were big fans of the Wiggles,
Yeah.
right? And then I'd see like the Teletubbies come on after. I'm like, nope, change the channel.
Wait, can we just talk about something really quick? We were fans of the Wiggles.
Yeah.
We were like how old? 5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah, around there.
Let's just really think about the Wiggles here, okay?
Okay.
We're 5 or 6 years old,
Okay.
watching 40-year-old men dancing around, telling kids to eat fruit salad.
That really hit me hard.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Teletubbies, all different colors.
That's
Wiggles,
really
they
weird.
all have different color shirts.
Really
Comment
weird.
below if you agree that the Wiggles are somewhat kind of creepy. Okay, we all can agree to that. All right, this theory is gonna blow your mind.
Oh, well, I like these.
It's gonna blow everybody's mind. Have you heard of the Jar Jar Binks theory?
No.
When Star Wars came out, George Lucas actually wrote a character named Jar Jar Binks. Some people hated him, some people loved him. More people probably hated him. So throughout the movies, we see Jar Jar like get extremely lucky, right?
Yeah.
He deflects bullets. Like he's in a situation where he needs to be saved and he gets saved. He avoids getting killed.
Right. Like, oh yeah, like when he's like in the field, like the battlefield, he's like, all the bullets just happen to miss him.
Right. So there's a theory that Jar Jar Binks is actually a bad guy and he's a Sith Lord. Throughout the prequel movies, we see Jar Jar doing some weird things. Like
Okay.
we see him using the Force.
Wait, what?
So in the Phantom Menace, right? He actually uses a Jedi mind trick. So Qui-Gon and then Padme's guard is with them in Tatooine, and the guard's trying to tell Qui-Gon, hey, we got, the Queen wants us back. We got to
Okay.
get back to wherever they have to be, right?
Right.
But while the guy's talking, the guard's talking, Jar Jar is right behind him, mouthing the same words.
No.
Yeah. So he's basically using a Jedi mind trick to tell that guy to say what he wants him to say to Qui-Gon Jinn.
You literally see his mouth moving behind him?
Yeah, and you know what? That was not a mistake. You know why? Because the CGI back then, they would not make a mistake like that, right? Because it cost too much money to make a mistake like that.
Right.
It was intentionally put there.
Wait.
George Lucas even came out, the creator of Star Wars, said that Jar Jar Binks, right? He actually was writing a story for Jar Jar, and he had a twist for the character. He said that he intended to show in Episode 3, but since so many people hated him, he decided not to. Jar Jar grew to power, right?
Yeah.
Through Episode 1 to 3.
Yeah.
In Episode 3, he's talking to the world, right? Telling everybody. Even that, when he's like doing his speech, he's using his hands a lot. And that's a sign of using the Force too, to manipulate everybody. So in Solo, we learn about Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
Which is like a organized crime ring, right?
Right.
And we find out that Darth Maul is the head of it, right? And he also has Kira. And what we see is Crimson Dawn leaders, right? They all wear this one necklace. If you look in Episode 3, Jar Jar Binks is wearing the same necklace as Darth Maul and Kira was. Totally confirming that he's a bad guy and he's probably involved with the Crimson Dawn.
This is crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts. I mean, I know some people don't like Star Wars, but this theory, we all know Jar Jar Binks.
Dude, it looked like he had Sith Lord eyes.
As we saw in Revenge of the Sith, that Anakin's eyes changed, remember? All right, so for everybody who missed it on TikTok, I also talked about a crazy Harry Potter theory, and I made the same mistake that I did on TikTok. It's not a theory, it's more of like a phone hack. It's a hack.
Oh, this is good.
It's a hack. We all know the movie Harry Potter, and whenever they want to illuminate their wands, right, they say the word lumos. And then when they want to shut off their wand from illuminating, they say nox.
Right.
So for everybody that has an iPhone at home, there's a crazy phone hack that is like a crazy flex to show your friends. It's pretty impressive. You're hanging out. You're like, hey, check this out. You activate Siri. Lumos. And you'll see my flashlight turned on. It turned on. Isn't that freaking nuts?
Dude, it's pretty crazy.
Okay. And now turn it off just like they do in the movies. Knock. Boom. Turned off. Just for everybody that thinks it's fake, you hit the Siri button. Lumos. Boom.
Dude, that's pretty crazy.
Nox. Boom.
Okay, after Ryan told me that, dude, I was doing it all night.
Try it on your friends. Your friends will be super impressed, especially if they're Harry Potter fans. Okay, so this week on TikTok, I talked about a Guardians of the Galaxy theory. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming out, and we're all dying to know what's going to happen. And James Gunn said that he's going to be closing up the stories to a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters. And this is the last time we're going to see all the Guardians all together, which is very sad because that means either people are going to be leaving or people are going to be dying. All we know is that people will be disappearing.
It's most likely dying.
Right. And I'm not talking about disappearing like Drax. I'm talking about permanently being gone. So throughout all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, James Gunn puts Easter eggs in the title logos. So when you look at the first title logo, it's like a brownish gold, right? More so brown.
Yeah.
It looks like tree bark. And as we know, Groot sacrifices himself for the team and he dies, right? So the title predicted his death. When you look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, it's blue and red. And what's crazy is Yondu is blue with the little red mohawk. And we know he sacrifices himself and he dies. The new logo was just released. When you look on the left, it's bluish gray. And then when you look on the right, it's kind of like a greenish gray. And then underneath the greenish gray, it's red. And then underneath the bluish gray, it's gray. So people are speculating, and there's a lot of theories going around, that when you look at the left side, right, the bluish gray and with the gray lines is actually Rocket. As we know, Rocket wears the blue vest and he has gray in his fur, so he's probably going to die. And then when you look to the right, it's the greenish gray with the red lines. And we know Drax is like a greenish gray and he has the red.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to die. And also Dave Bautista said that this is his last Guardians of the Galaxy movie and he's going to close the story. So it's also very fitting if he does die because then he can see his family again.
Yeah.
Reunite with them.
Right. And they already like closed the story. He got his revenge on Thanos. Like Thanos is gone.
The bluish gray also could be Nebula. Last week I talked about a theory about how Spider-Man's suit, the reason why he had to make a new suit in No Way Home was because the AI in his suit no longer knows who Peter Parker is, and that's why it doesn't work. So this week the script was just released, and there's a lot of details that were written in the script by the writers that confirm a lot of theories. In the script it actually says that Tom, when he was making the suit, the new design is inspired by Toby and Andrew. So when you look at the suit, Tom's new suit, right?
Okay.
The spider webbing, the black part, is kind of like raised a little bit. As we see like in Toby's suit, right? His webbing on his suit, the black, is raised.
Oh my god.
And then when you look at the Spider-Man emblem, it's very inspired by Andrew Garfield's suit.
Oh gosh, dude, this is crazy.
And then the back of Tom's new suit is like blue, right? And it's just like Andrew Garfield's suit, the all blue in the back.
Dude.
With the red emblem. All three Spider-Men live on. It's very cool.
And how they like all like impacted his life and now he carries them with him forever.
Yeah. Crazy news for Multiverse of Madness.
Uh-oh.
A lot of leaks are coming out. A lot of rumors. A lot of theories. Tom Cruise is going to be an Iron Man variant in Multiverse of Madness.
Are you serious?
And they also are confirming that with the Super Bowl coming out, Multiverse of Madness will have a crazy promo in the Super Bowl. And it's going to reveal Haley Atwell will be coming back as Captain Carter.
Oh my gosh.
And her shield will be on the ground. We'll see John Krasinski pick up the shield for her as Mr. Fantastic.
The Super Bowl is the perfect time to do something like that.
I mean, Super Bowl usually has like the craziest ads, right? They're really like big. They'll have like big time actors come in for like a 15-second commercial.
Yeah.
So it only makes sense that Multiverse of Madness, the next big Marvel movie, to promote their movie during the Super Bowl.
Dude, I think that's honestly going to break the internet. If we see a John Krasinski, Reed Richards, and we see Captain Carter, a live action Captain Carter.
Yeah, it'll break the internet. If they give us John Krasinski, I'll just tell everybody this right now. If they give us John Krasinski in this promo, there's going to be way more surprises.
Oh, yeah.
If they could afford to release John Krasinski early as like, oh, go watch our movie, there's John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Believe me, they're going to be revealing a lot more.
They got some heat coming.
Just like what they did with No Way Home, right?
Right.
They gave us Doc Ock and Green Goblin. And then they surprised us with Andrew and Toby.
Yeah. So welcome back to Dumb Ways to Die, where I talk about weird ways people have died. So this man decided to go kite surfing during a storm.
Nice.
Nice. Really smart decision, right?
Yeah.
He even takes it a step further and he says, hey, let me get really wild and go hands-free. Let me go hands-free during a windstorm and I'm hooked up to a kite. Okay? He goes hands-free. The wind takes him, slams him into the side of a hotel, plops dead.
Does he have a board?
Yeah, so he has a board, and he's holding on to like a kite.
Yeah.
Like a big kite, but it's still like strapped on him.
Okay. But how does he go from water to the hotel?
The wind. He's in a windstorm.
And the wind just shot him up.
The wind shot him up. Ryan, when you're kite surfing,
yeah,
all your movement is coming from the kite.
Dude, you're over water.
No.
Just let go.
Right. He said, I'm going to go hands-free. I'm going to let go of the kite and let it be hooked up to me and just let it go.
Okay, I got you.
So the wind took him and slammed him into the side of a building. So we've all seen like zoo tours, right? How you go in like the little like safari. You're in the safari and you go in like a little cart, right?
Yeah.
And like the tour guide is like telling you what you're seeing and everything.
Yeah.
So these three goofballs, they're like, How funny would it be if we just get out of the car and start running around?
Oh,
Okay.
So smart.
So smart, right?
In the middle of the safari.
In the middle of the safari. Come on. So they get out, start running around. Within 30 seconds, each one of them gets attacked by a tiger.
Oh my gosh.
3 tigers jump out and just demolish them.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but like, I'm shocked on their stupidity.
Right? The tour guide is always telling you, like, do not try to antagonize the animals.
I know. Could you imagine being in the Jeep, right? And everyone's like looking at, look at the tigers, look at all the lions, right? They're like, hey guys, let's go run out there. Let's go run around.
Yeah. They're all like, yeah. Who would think that's a smart idea to go run out there?
People are crazy.
Guys, these animals are not trained. There was this like super smart chemistry guy, okay? So when he would eat gum, right?
Yeah.
He would dip his gum in like citric acid. So citric acid is like something like, it's like natural. You could find it in like fruits. And it just makes it like sour. Like it's it makes it like a sour candy.
Got it.
Okay? So he would have a habit of dipping it in his citric acid and just putting it back in his mouth. One day, he dipped it and he put it back in his mouth, right? But he dipped it in the wrong powder. Okay? And he put it back in his mouth, and right when he chewed down, it blew his face off.
Wait, what? What was the powder?
It was literally like a unknown like substance that he dipped it in on accident because it was next to like his citric acid.
Who keeps explosives by a condiment they put on their food?
Ryan, I don't know. Okay, but he put it in his mouth, right? But the chemical was so sensitive that right when it felt the force of his teeth munching, it blew his face off.
You know what that's from?
What?
It's from Agent Cody Banks. Remember the
Oh my
the
gosh.
Mentos, when he licks it, it blows up.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Remember they use it to blow out his like that fake tooth that was like controlling him?
Oh my gosh. I remember they tested it in like the little skeleton and it just blew it up. Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for watching Dumb Ways to Die.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, and while you're at it, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.
Yep, it really helps us a lot.
we post every Friday. We try to post every Friday. No, we do post every Friday.
Post every Friday.
We haven't missed. We post every Friday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And we post on TikTok every day. We try to, anyways.
We try to.
Also, comment below your suggestions for next week's podcast on things that you want us to talk about so we can prepare for that. So we really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. We are so thankful to be a part of this community where we can talk about pop culture theories and everything, whatever. I don't know. Anything.
Yeah, anything.
So thank you guys for being here today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok, and we'll see you guys next week on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
We'll see you on the TikTok.
God bless you guys. See ya.
Love ya.